We are on the clock. Our clock literally started yesterday, December 21st, the solstice. I thought it was just a day. I thought the solstice just marked a day. I didn't know it was a wave. And what we have started, we have 3 days. I've been shown. We have 3 days unlike any other time in history. All of the videos that have led up to this mark is for a reason. I'm going to need you to remember, set your intention for dots to connect for you if this message is for you. And that's the other piece. This will not resonate with the majority. And I know that. Neither will this channel. And I know that. But those of you who have ears to hear, those of you who have your spiritual antenna out, you have your spiritual eyes to see what others can't see, you're resonating at a frequency that is beyond the collective normal. You will sense that this holiday season is not what it seems. And it is not anything like we've celebrated in the past. So just like the eclipses, just like in the past, we have celebrated, we have honored, we have had a lifetime focus that no longer is relevant now. It's like anything pre the C word, right? When the in 2020 the shift happened and nothing is the same since then. We have just stepped into another, I'm going to call it a portal, and we are the portal. So instead of celebrating and the gifts and the focus and the everything external for other people, to remember a happening that we have been taught and programmed about, I'm going to invite you to flip it. It's like exactly the opposite now. Now, guess what's wanting to be reborn? We are celebrating now the birth of who we really are. We are celebrating the birth of our dreams, the birth of our calling, the birth of our purpose. And we are our purpose, right? In one of the recordings, I mentioned this channel is like the Dreamer's Lounge. I'm going to invite you for the next 3 days. Treat your alone time. Try to have as much introspection time, but not in your head. Try to keep in your heart. Try to feel your dreams. Imagine. Practice your imagination. Practice living as though, even if you just take out 10 minutes, just step into a dream. Some of us have so many dreams. It's like, oh, which one do I want to have happen? Which one do I want to imagine? Just choose one. And those of you that can't really think of it, take a minute and let yourself. Because that is also the purpose of these meteor showers that we've been having. That's why the codes coming from God, because at the same time, it's like a mother in transition giving birth. Everything is focused on this one event, this birth, right? And it feels kind of chaotic. And it feels kind of, oh no. And like, You can't sit still. Like you can just feel so much. Those of you that are mothers, you know what I'm talking about. In that same way, this is also a time where our fears, one of the hardest parts of doing the therapy that I did was having people accept positive reframing. I am wonderful. I am special. I am loved, right? All these affirmations that we used to say, many times that would trigger deeper layers of wounding because it was so counter to what our psyche really believed, right? In that same way, now stick with me here. These are deep concepts and I know it. And I'm trying to make this recording as short as I can, but this is vitally important. As you let yourself dream, as you imagine living the dream, having the impact, having the reach, accomplishing the things to help humanity. Those of you that have the huge delusions of grandeur, bring it on. But know that at the same time, what is going to happen inside you maybe deep-seated layers of fear. Like, oh no, I know what happens to people when they get a lot of money. They get really corrupt and they're really greedy and they're really, right? All this talk comes up. All these fears come up. What if I'm not good enough? What if I won't be able to do this? What if I felt like I had a calling, but it really wasn't mine? It was my brother's. He's the one that really was good at this, not me. Right? All these voices, all this murmur will come up so that we can see it, so that we can feel it, so that we can love those parts of us that were so wounded and believe the lies. Thank it. Love those parts of you and reassure that part. We're fine. We are right where we're supposed to be. In this now moment, God in us is on the throne. God in us is running point. We can trust that God in us, not the God out there. Not the God out there in Walmart with their, big sales, before the big holiday, and not that one. We're celebrating the God in us that is being born anew. Take time. If you need to listen to this over and over, I get it. Those of you that are rolling your eyes going, oh my gosh, Kath is off the chain again. It's okay. It's fine. I am right where I'm supposed to be, saying exactly what I'm supposed to say to those who can understand this message. 3 days, you can count them. That is how long this wave is going to last. And guess what happens Christmas Eve, December 24th at midnight? It ushers in a whole new dispensation. Christmas morning is not going to be about Christmas cookies and milk for Santa. It can be fun. It can be celebrating with our kids. I'm not trying to minimize that. I celebrate everything I can possibly think of with anyone who will. But 3 days, when we hear we're going to have an early Christmas, we're going to have an early watch. This Christmas is going to be off the chain. This is why. I invite you to feel your way through this, what it means for you. I've delivered what I've been shown and what's been on my heart, and now it's on you. Ride the wave. 3 days. And I can't wait to see and to feel and to know how this all comes together. You guys have a great rest of the day.